Hello guys and welcome to another video. Now a lot of you guys will know that I was working yesterday whilst all the drama was going on, and I've just got home from work now, first thing this morning. I've sat myself down in front of the camera because I want to give you guys my thoughts about everything that's going on. Probably fortunate that I was at work yesterday because I won't lie, I've been absolutely seething, angry, infuriated, frustrated, to put it kindly. I was at sort of 110% yesterday, and it would have just been a rant in which would have consisted of shouting, swearing, and nothing much else. Now, this is going to be the exact same, but with just a little bit more direction, because I'm still at frigging 95% now. Absolutely. Because what has gone on yesterday was nothing short of a joke. A lot of people trying to think about who to blame, this, that, and the other. And now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off with what happened yesterday morning, work my way through, give you what I think, and it is just going to turn into a mess. I know it is. But this is what I do. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I tell you how I feel. Whether you agree with me or not, that's up to you. Everyone has their own opinion. But here we go. So as of yesterday morning, Sunderland were due the pre-match press conference for the game against Norwich, which is of course in a couple of hours' time as I'm recording this. So everyone was expecting Alex Neil to do the press conference. Of course, the day or two before, of course, Stoke sat there, gaffer. So the first person, or at least a favourite, was immediately Alex Neil. Now, a lot of people thought, oh no, it'll never happen, surely not. So anyway, pre-match press conference comes around, or at least we thought it was coming around. They even put up the live stream on the Twitter page. Everyone's clicking in, waiting for half an hour, waiting for 3/4 of an hour. Then quickly they come up and say it's cancelled. It's going to be pushed back until 2 p.m. Now this is where everything is rife. Rumours are going round, they're flying around. The uncertainty that was left for the fans to deal with was ridiculous in itself. Reporters and journalists were saying, don't worry, we believe that Alex Neil will still be here for the 2 p.m. press conference. Bit of time passes, and then Sunderland released a statement saying that Alex Neil has been allowed to speak with Stoke City regarding the contract, or at least the negotiations for him to become the Stoke City manager. So firstly, you think, why in the living hell is the club allowing Alex Neil to do this? Why are they allowing Alex Neil to do this? But it is within his contract. There is a clause within his contract, which, bear in mind, Alex Neil had asked for when another club comes in, they have to let him speak to him. So the club don't have any say in this. But the fact of the matter is, Alex Neil wanted and wants to speak to Stoke City. Which brings me to my first point. Now, this isn't me belittling Stoke or being an arsehole for the sake of being an arsehole. You've got former football players who have no connection with either us or Stoke. And you've got fans of Stoke, Sunderland fans as well, of course, other people throughout media, of course, so bewildered by this decision by Alex Neil. Because again, not belittling or looking down Stoke City, but Sunderland in comparison to Stoke, they're a bigger club. Don't give a shit. I'm not arrogant. They're a bigger club. And they are a big club within their own right. Within their own right, they are a big club. They do have history. I'm not going to sit here and say they're a tin pot club, because they're not. They're a good club, but in comparison to Sunderland, they are not. Okay? Sunderland are a bigger club. End of story. Our trajectory is only upwards. We've just been promoted. We have this massive togetherness, which Alex Neil said himself just a week or so ago, saying he's never managed a club or a team with such togetherness and a bond at the minute. And Alex Neil seemingly looked like the glue to that team, the bond and the togetherness. Okay? That's what it looked like. So why, you've got the stadium, you've got the facilities, you've got, these young, exciting players that not only have we brought in, but even more that we're being linked with. What is it? What is it that Alex Neil looks at Stoke and thinks, actually, that's a better option? What is it, guys? Come on. Come on. But we're all thinking the same thing. With all this positive, all the pros looking at Sunderland, and they look at Stoke, who, I know it's only a few games into the season as well, so all the points I've already made why Sunderland would be a more viable, more exciting prospect than Stoke. Not only that, you've got the table itself. We've made a great start to the season. We're fifth in the league. They're down towards the bottom, which granted, I know it's only a few games a season, but even that is stacking in our favour. What could possibly lure Alex Neil away from Sunderland to go to Stoke City? Come on, everyone at the back. Come on, let's all say it on three. 1, 2, 3, money. It's fucking money. That's all it is, okay? He wants to go for the money. It was him who wanted the 1-year rolling contract. Yeah, people are having a go at the club, which the club aren't totally to blame. Oh, sorry, not, completely. I'm not going to absolve the club of blame for this shit show, by the way. We should have been a bit more stubborn and willing and wanting to offer him a stupid amount of money to keep him in the first place. But Alex Neil has a history of only going for 1 year rolling contracts. He did it at Norwich, he did it at Preston, and he's done it with Sunderland. And he always includes those clauses where he can get out where the money is. That is what's happened, right? So, of course, and it's closer to where his family live. Apparently his family live in the northwest, in Preston anyway. So I get it, but he has gone for money. None of this I have seen online saying, oh, he wasn't backed. He's frustrated that he wasn't backed. Bullshit. He has been backed. He's been backed. Granted, there was several weeks, there was a few week period where it was very quiet on the transfer front. But we're getting linked with here, there and everywhere. Other teams are in the exact same boat. Other teams are in the exact same boat. When we have signed players, we have spent money, but the model that we have got is to unearth young players, train them, give them a platform, i.e. the stadium of light, and improve them and use these young players. This should not be a shock to Alex Neil. He knew what the model was when he first came to us last year. So enough of this bullshit of, oh no, but Alex Neil wanted to sign experienced players. Well, he should have left at the beginning of the season then. Or shouldn't have signed a frigging contract in the first place when he first signed for us. Because he knew what the model was. And then you can argue, oh, but you need to be flexible with the model. We know what the model is, and it's not particularly flexible. It's unearthing young players, be it from Premier League academies or abroad. Even Jewison Bennett, who just signed from abroad. Alex Neil said himself, we need to get behind him. He don't really know the language. Get behind him. He's fucked off within 24 hours of his signing. You've left the lad. Do you know what I mean? You've left it. Come on. And this isn't me just only having a pop at Alex Neil, but let's just say what it is. Let's call a spade a spade. Do you know what I mean? I will forever be in debt for Alex Neil dragging us out of League One. Forever. But he, right now, as I'm recording this, he hasn't officially signed or the deal hasn't been agreed with Stoke. It hasn't been. But he wants more money. End of story. That is it. Because he has been backed. Yes, there's been a quiet stage and stuff like that, but every club's dealing with that shit. There's clubs that haven't made signings for weeks because the right player isn't coming. I would rather us wait for these signings. We're on the verge of signing the lad from Brighton. It was an absolute class act. And also you've got Mishu or however you frigging pronounce it. Even Fabrizio on Twitter was saying that we were very, very close to signing him, and now with all that Alex Neil shit going on, it is up in the air. So it wasn't like we wasn't making moves, and so what Alex Neil has done, essentially and effectively, is 24 hours before a massive game. He has fucked us over. A week before the transfer window ends, he has fucked us over. End of story. I'm having none of this shit. None of this, oh, but they didn't back him, they didn't do this. Come on. Give over. He's been backed. It's been backed. And even if you could argue that, yes, we've struggled to get the players that maybe he wanted or the board wanted, we have still done well. We're fifth in the frigging league, man. What are you walking away from? What are you walking away from? I'm not saying I can't sit here and say that I know what's going on behind closed doors, because some sources that I know, that aren't deep within the club, but are within the club, a lot of them have said Speakman is a bit of a dick. But, whose boss isn't a bit of a dick? Do you know what I mean? Come on. If he's going because you think, oh, Speakman is a bit of a dick, in the words of a certain someone, put your big boy pants on. Grow up and put your big boy fucking pants on. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, it's just left us in the shit now. As soon as Sunderland start going in the right direction, we start loving our football, enjoying our football. The glue, or the apparent glue that was supposed to be the glue to this team, this squad, fucks off because there's a big dollar bill somewhere. Do you know what I mean? I'm just not buying it. I'm not buying it at all. And the frustrating thing is, I friggin' love the guy. And it might not seem it the way I'm talking right now, but just how he could easily just drop the project that he's in right now. I don't get it. And a lot of people have just simply said, Joel, it's not about the play, it's not about this, it's not about that. It's about the money. At the end of the day, he has no affiliation with the club. He's not a Sunderland fan like we are. He's not a Sunderland fan. He's got family in the northwest. He might just have a better offer from Stoke. Loads of money, loads more money. It's money that maybe we can't touch. You might argue, why can't we touch that kind of money? Or why aren't we competing with that money? But at the end of the day, no one man is bigger than the club. If he wants his wages quadrupled or tripled, do you know what I mean? And maybe we are, us as a club, we'll be thinking, well, no, you're not holding us to ransom. We'll give you some more money or whatever, but we're not doing that. You're not bigger than us. Alex Neil's one of the best things that has happened to this club in years. And I will hold my hands up and say that, and he is. But no one man is bigger than the club. And I'm not going to try and dress this narrative out like he is 100% the bad guy, because we don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but that is just the way it looks as of right now. And this is how I feel right now. Agree with me or disagree with me, that is just how I feel. And the frigging, the thing that's most fucking embarrassing as well, apparently KLD is up a frigging mountain while all this is going on. He'll have no frigging signal. He's climbed the fucking mountain yesterday. All whilst bloody Speakman's at the base of the mountain watching Sunderland fucking burn. He's up there. He has no idea what the fuck's going on, man. Jesus Christ, this club, it's a joke. It's a fucking joke. But now we've got, it's currently, as I'm recording this, it's 10 to 11. We've got a massive game of the season, our biggest test of the season, and we're left in the shit. And we're going to have Dodds and Proctor in the dugout. Hopefully the lads haven't turned too much against, Speakman or whoever who hasn't given him the money he wants, Alex Neil. And it's going to continue. Because what we have seen, which is a positive, that these lads, despite maybe on paper you might think maybe they're not quite good enough, they have been performing and they have shown that they can perform and they can dig out results. Let's just hope that the lads remember that, the fans get behind them. There's going to be some gripes and some moments, I know there is. But come on, Jesus, apologies, this has just gone out into absolute frigging carnage, but I'm just fuming. You know when you just feel like you finally you've got decades of us just been treated like shit. And then you feel like you've got everything back, and then this is just so random. Like I say, what is the appeal? Other than money, what is the appeal? I don't know. Fucking Stoke. Oh dear. Right, let me know in the comments what you think. I need to quickly edit this video, guys. And yeah, I am going to be doing a live stream later on, 12:15, probably for the Norwich game. So see you there. Take jammy and fuck it.